Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here for video number 2. On this late Friday night, December the 27th, 2024. Or, if you're on my replay crew, then it is now December the 28th, 2024. Excuse me, thank you all for watching right here on Metal God 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Right now. That's it. Alright, as always, no big fancy intros right here on the Metal God channel. And if you're watching for the first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And all that good stuff. But if you're here for the first time and you're wondering why I don't have a lot of metal videos on my Metal God channel, well, that's a lie, because I do have metal videos, and I have metal-related news, and I do tribute videos to those who have passed away in the world of rock and roll and music. So, go through my videos, and I have a lot of music-related videos on the channel, but I also have tribute videos to the faithful departed in wrestling, sports, music, movies, TV, stuff like that. So, but I don't do it for clout. If I get a lot of views, great. Who cares? But like I said, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. So, right here on the Metal God channel, on this late Friday night, early Saturday morning, whenever you're watching this, well, we're, as of this video, 3 days away from the end of the year, 2024. Still got 3 days left, but we still are getting bad news in the world of TV and other things. We lost Ricky Henderson a few days ago. We also lost Rey Mysterio Sr., the uncle of Rey Mysterio Jr., so we lost him about a week or so ago. Yesterday, we lost Jax Dane, who was a former NWA champion. He passed away yesterday due to a heart attack. Not good. And I was hoping I wouldn't be doing any more rest in peace or tribute videos, but today, as I was looking on Twitter, I saw on the sidebar, on the trending bar, you know what I mean. If you go on X, you know what I mean. On the side, I saw R.A.P. Legend, and I'm like, well, what is this gonna be? And I clicked on it, and lo and behold, we have lost a TV legend. And that man is Greg Gumbel. Now, for those of you who don't know who Greg Gumbel is, he was a big, huge sportscaster, host on CBS Sports. He did the NFL Today. He did some football games. Multiple Super Bowls, the Olympics. A lot of stuff. But this guy was a legend, like Brent Musburger was, John Madden, people like that, in the football/sports realm. So, unfortunately, we lost renowned CBS Sports anchor and commentator Greg Gumbel at the age of 78 due to the C word. We all know what that one is. Cancer! Fucking cancer! That sucks. It sucks. But it is what it is. So, he passed away today at the age of 78. His family confirmed the news in a statement earlier tonight, and I quote, she's like, "It is with profound sadness that we share the passing of our beloved husband and father. Greg Gumbel passed away peacefully, surrounded by much love after a courageous battle with cancer." Greg approached his illness like one would expect he would, with stoicism, SAT word, grace, and positivity. Leaves behind a legacy of love, inspiration, and dedication to over 50 extraordinary years in the sports broadcast industry. His iconic voice will never be forgotten. And he used to talk like this, Greg Gumbel. I can't really emulate his voice, so I apologize. Greg's memory will forever be treasured by his family, dearest friends, colleagues, and all who loved him. And this is Marcy and Michelle Gumbel saying that statement. So a little bit more backstory on Greg Gumbel, for those of you who don't know who the fuck he is. Gumbel served as a play-by-play announcer and studio host for CBS Sports, the NFL Today, and previously spent several years on air for NBC Sports, doing the Olympics mostly. Won legions of fans for his work hosting the NFL Today, Super Bowls, Olympic Games, and he celebrated his 50th year in broadcasting pretty much 2 years ago in 2022. And CBS Sports and David Burson, who's the president and CEO of CBS Sports, said in a statement, "The CBS family is devastated by the passing of Greg Gumbel. There has never been a finer gentleman in all of television. He was beloved and respected by those of us who had the honor to call him a friend and colleague." He also went on to say, "A tremendous broadcaster, gifted storyteller. He led one of the most remarkable and groundbreaking sports broadcast careers of all time. He was a familiar and welcoming voice for fans all over the world, across many sports, including the NFL, the NCAA mostly, March Madness, and highlighted by the Super Bowl and Final Four. Greg broke barriers, set the standard for others to follow. Extremely sad day for all of us at CBS Sports and the entire sports community. We will miss Greg dearly and send our deepest condolences to his wife Marcy, daughter Michelle, and his entire family." And that's that. He was born in New Orleans, on May the 3rd, 1946. Grew up in Chicago. Graduated from Loras College in Dubuque, Iowa. You would think that's Dubuque, but it's Dubuque, Iowa. 1967. His younger brother, we all know, Bryant Gumbel, also rose to fame as host of the Today Show on NBC, Real Sports with Brian Gumbel on HBO. And that's that. Greg joined CBS in 1989 after years of hosting and play-by-play duties for New York Knicks basketball, which I don't really remember not much of that. New York Yankees baseball for MSG. I didn't know that. As well as other MSGN programs, which earned him a local Emmy Award. He also worked for ESPN, WMAQ-TV in Chicago, where he won 2 local Emmys, and was also on WFAN here in New York City. And he hosted the NFL Today pregame show, pregame, halftime, and postgame shows from 1990 to 93. And then Brent Musburger, I think, took over for that, or somewhere in between, around there. Anyway, 2004, 2005, Super Bowl 26 in 1992. Super Bowl, that's 40, let me see. Yeah, 47 in 2013, and Super Bowl 50 in 2016. He was also the primetime anchor of the 94 Olympic Winter Games and co-anchor of the weekday morning broadcast of the 92 Olympic Winter Games. It's every 2 years. He was also play-by-play announcer for regular season and postseason Major League Baseball games. Host of the 1990 All-Star Game, college football broadcast for CBS Sports, and was the play-by-play announcer for the College World Series for many years. Leslie Visser, his longtime colleague, said he really was one of the greats. He just had a light touch. He had a wit about him, and everyone loved working with him. Greg had an innate dignity that he brought to the table. So, Leslie Visser, another, not a big name broadcaster, but she was a colleague for him on CBS. In 1994, Gumbel went to NBC Sports for 4 years, serving as the host of the NFL on NBC, when it was on NBC before it came back eventually with Sunday Night Football. And the pregame shows in 96 and 98. Let's see if they have anything else. We got a lot here. Let's see here. I'm reading off CBSNews.com. So there's a lot of backstory. So I want to get most of that out of the way. Hosted the 1994 baseball All-Star game. That was during the strike, I think. And was a play-by-play announcer on Baseball Night in America. He also served as play-by-play announcer for the NBA on NBC and hosted NBC's daytime coverage of the 96 Olympic Games in Atlanta. He returned to CBS in 1998 for college basketball and the NFL on CBS. Before it was the NFL Today, now it's the NFL on CBS. Now it's back to the NFL Today. He teamed 6 seasons with former Giant great Phil Simms. He called Super Bowl 35 and 38, making him the first network broadcaster to call play-by-play and host a Super Bowl. He hosted the NFL Today for 2 seasons before returning to the booth to team with Dan Dierdorf, legend, for 8 seasons through 2013. Also was the host of Inside the NFL on Showtime, after it was on HBO for so many years now. I don't even know if it's still on. Now I think it's on Channel 9 now here in New York. Or Channel 11, one of those channels. Inside the NFL on Showtime 2014, along with Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason, Ed Reed, and Brandon Marshall, former Giant. CBS, he provided play-by-play for regular season college basketball and the NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship, meaning March Madness and the Final Four. NBA regular season and playoff games, College World Series, championship games. And Ernie Johnson of Inside the NBA, mostly on TNT, sometimes CBS, he said the news that Greg Gumbel has passed is just heartbreaking. It was an honor to share the March Madness desk with him. He's a pro's pro and a gentleman of the highest order. He was a recipient of the 2007 Pat Summerall Award for Excellence in Sports Broadcasting. And Irvin Magic Johnson wrote on X, or Twitter, and I quote, "I'm saddened to hear about the passing of longtime and legendary broadcaster and friend Greg Gumbel. Greg was an African-American pioneer. He was a longtime supporter of the March of Dimes, serving 2 6-year terms as a member of the March of Dimes Board of Trustees, and then 18 years as a member of the organization's National Board of Advisors, and then for 16 years, long time, he was also a member of the Sports Council for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, which provides direction and guidance for the mission of that organization. He's also served as member of the Board of Regents for his alma mater, Loras College, since 2009, so just about 15 years later. And that's pretty much it for the life and times of legendary sports broadcaster Greg Gumbel. And just a shame. I'm pretty much shocked to learn about that, but he wasn't a young man, wasn't an old man. 78 is right up there, but he had a big battle with cancer, and sadly he lost the fight because really there is no cure for cancer as of right now. Hopefully we'll find one. I don't know when, but it's coming. There is so much technology coming out, new things coming out in medicine, with different vaccines coming out, especially the ones with the fucking virus, coronavirus, that's been out now, and there's so many vaccines you can get if you get the fucking virus. You can get booster shots after booster shots. You feel like a mutant getting shot in the arm a lot, but that's another story for another time. But all in all, Greg Gumbel was one of the best sportscasters in the game, next to Howard Cosell of NBA, of the NFL. Not NBA, never did the NBA. But guys like Howard Cosell and, Pat Summerall, John Madden of the NFL, legendary guys, Dan Dierdorf. He was Greg Gumbel and Bryant Gumbel, pretty much legends in their own field. Bryant in the TV realm, Greg in the sports/TV realm. But just a shame that we lost Greg Gumbel. earlier tonight, and he's up there broadcasting football and whatever up in heaven with the likes of Ricky Henderson and Pete Rose and Hank Aaron and Babe Ruth and all those other people up in that big dome in the sky. So as I always do on my tribute videos, if you've been following along for the last few years, I like to take a momentary toast of whatever I got. Sometimes I don't have it, but this time I do have it. So, ceremonial toast to Greg Gumbel, a great man, and you are the best in the business, and not so much my childhood, but, you know, kind of like my teenage years up to, you know, around, well, a few years ago, let's just say. But Greg Gumbel, rest in peace, sir, and here's to you. Cheers. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am out of here. I got other things to do and other videos to do. I got maybe one, maybe two more to come. I got Ring of Honor and SmackDown coming your way in just a little bit. They will be already, if you're watching this, they're already pre-recorded. So I'm gonna get them up later, pretty much in a little bit. But we got that tomorrow. But anyway, we'll talk about tomorrow on another video. But anyway, so leave me your thoughts and opinions about the legendary Greg Gumbel down below in the comments section. And that's that. Alright, as I always end my videos, on my tribute videos, ladies and gentlemen, take each day as it comes, or one day at a time, as my mom always says to me, because we never know when it'll be our last day. Could be now, could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be next year, could be 10 years from now, 50 years from now, who knows when it is. But take each day as it comes, because we never know when it will be. But when it is our number, when God calls our number, even if we don't want to go, we're eventually gonna have to go, because we can't live forever. I wish we could. There's no Fountain of Youth, there's no Dragon Balls, there's none of that shit. But just take each day as it comes, and live life to the fullest. As GDP would say, live life to 90%, and I don't even know what the other 10% is. But we don't know. I mean, read this book, find that out. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, let's be more serious here. Take each day as it comes, because we never know what's going to happen next. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, God bless you all. Peace.